What's up, my beautiful people? It's your girl Jamaica, and I'm back with another YouTube video. Thank you so much for tuning in and watching with me. Now, before we get into it, please make sure that you guys go ahead and subscribe to the channel and hit that thumbs up button. Give it a big like if you enjoyed it and liked it. That will let me know that you want more content like it. Also, hit that notification bell button down below as well, so you'll stay up to date on all my new videos that I upload and post, and you won't miss a single thing. And spread this video on all your social media platforms so we can get the word out there and help grow the channel. And also, if you're looking for something to feed your soul, make sure you hit up jw.org. Now let's get right into the video. Let's go. Well, you guys, we know that Princess Love and Ray J have been off and on. Even though they've been married, they've been like a disaster on social media, revealing all their private business, giving everybody the opportunity to give their personal opinions, which overall just made things worse. And, you know, they just been having a really messy, rocky marriage, along with having two very young children, one being barely a year old and the other one being almost 3. Like, you know, it's a lot, I'm sure. And we all remember last summer when Princess just had enough of the cheating, of the allegations, of the lying, and she made a video on her live on Instagram saying that she wanted a divorce. Let's take a look at this quick flashback little clip from last summer when all this went down, and then I'll catch y'all up with what's going on now, okay?
So I said, you know what? I said, with the way you just get up and leave and disappear, I got to get back to LA and I got to get my mind right before this baby comes, because with the way you move, I'm liable to be alone at any given moment. And so he said, well, I'm preparing to be alone too, as long as I can see my kids Monday through Wednesday. I said, okay, well, we can just be separated then. And so he's like, not before I file first, you know. So the conversation got really, really ugly. We started like, you know, getting real disrespectful. And then so he blocked me. So I couldn't call him, couldn't get in contact with him. It was time for me to check out the room. He left, he never came back, didn't tell me where he was going, didn't hear back from him. So I had to check out the next day. So we ended up checking out of the hotel because it was time to check out. And then I ended up checking into another hotel. And we're in another hotel right now. We are not where Ray is, in the Skylofts. I have not talked to him. He has not unblocked me. He has not called me, hasn't checked on me or Melody. So we're just here. And my car is here. And I'm trying to figure out a way to drive my car back because I'm over 8 months pregnant and I have to pee every 30 minutes. I don't want to have to stop in the middle of nowhere driving from Vegas to LA. That's a 4.5, 5-hour drive. So that, you guys, is everything that happened. I don't want to be married anymore, period. I don't have time for this. This is not love. And I'm done. It's a divorce party, y'all.
Now, apparently after this situation happened, and Ray just pretty much tried to really reconcile with Princess and try to make things work. They were trying to make things work between one another. However, there was a telltale sign that Princess, no matter how much they were trying to make things work, like she was just really ultimately over it, was because even though they were trying to make things work after this situation and he unblocked her from social media, she actually ended up blocking him and keeping him blocked. So I think that really meant like, okay, I'll try to make it work for my kids, but really I'm not in love no more. I've been treated bad way too long. And as y'all can see here, it's so sad because he can't even follow her real page. He got to follow her fan page. I honestly feel like it's already bad enough for someone to lie to someone or cheat on them or talk to them crazy or go through arguments and stuff like that. It's already bad enough on its own. However, for someone to put you through that or do that to you when you're pregnant, that leaves a lasting impression. You'll always remember going through that stuff and tolerating that stuff during a time that should have been special during your pregnancy. I think if somebody can really do that to you while you're carrying their seed, that's just the all-time disrespect and low. And I just feel like that's when Princess's love just really went out the window. Now, during these past like 9 and 10 months since that situation happened, Princess Love did renege and withdraw her divorce because she was filing for divorce. Like, she was serious. However, she stopped the paperwork for the divorce because they had talked it out and they were trying to make it work. However, I think that she was mainly trying to make it work for the kids, but her love was really gone. I think by that point, you know, she has love for him as a person and as the father of her children, but she wasn't in love with him anymore. And not only do I think that her love for him romantically fleeted because of just that situation, I think the after effects of it really is what caused her to be done with the relationship and the marriage, because afterwards they went on their Zeus, network show. They went on their own show called The Conversation, and they discussed that situation that Princess was talking about on her live on that video, and what led up to her basically just saying, I'm done, I want a divorce. And throughout this whole conversation that they were having, Ray J just seemed very nonchalant, very passive aggressive, very dismissive of her feelings and what she was saying. I don't know if it was like some phony facade that he was trying to, put up for the public to seem cool, but he just seemed very disrespectful and had little disregard for, for her feelings. And if this is your wife and the mother of your children and the one that you say that you love and respect, that did not show at all during this conversation.
This girl reaches out to me and tells me that my husband is cheating on me.
You already said that.
Let me talk.
You keep talking in circles.
And let me talk. I can say it as many times as I want. Let me talk, or I'm getting up and I'm leaving.
Well, get up and leave. I don't give a f***. What, is that gonna hurt me?
So as y'all can see, he was very nonchalant, very rude and disrespectful, passive aggressive, and just very dismissive of her overall feelings, and even going so far to say, oh, I don't care if you get up and walk away, it's not gonna hurt me. And maybe at the moment it didn't hurt him. He was arrogant. He probably thought, we're married, we have kids now, you ain't going nowhere, you've been putting up with this behavior even before we got married, you ain't going nowhere. But now now the baby girl, she done lost her baby fat from giving birth to her second child. She looked back to, looking good, feeling good. She's been relaxing, taking some time to herself, and just, probably meditating on things and being like, I'm not old, I'm young. I might have to be a single mom, but at least I got money, I can provide. I don't have to want for anything, and neither do my children. It's unfortunate that we couldn't be that one unit under one household, have that regular family dynamic. However, I'm not going to set this as an example to settle to be treated any kind of way, because as a mom, I now have to do better, because I have to be an example, and also because I deserve better. So I just might as well leave now, instead of wasting more of my life and years that I won't be able to get back on somebody who just doesn't value me or treat me good. But anyway, y'all, apparently Princess has been so miserable and sad lately that Ray J actually thought that the only conclusion to try to make things better and to try to, make her happy is to get a divorce, because he just feels like she is not happy with him, which is really sad. But at least, if that's the case, I mean, you dug your own grave and made your own bed by, infidelity for all these years. Anyway, y'all, go ahead and check out this clip of the interview that Ray J gave today, basically giving his reason as to why he filed for divorce. Check it out.
You filed for divorce from Princess. First of all, how are you feeling? What are your thoughts today?
I haven't really had a chance to kind of sit back and think about it. We going through the whole legal thing, so I can't really say too much until everything is all said and done. But, I love her. I love my babies. It's just personal, but she knows how I feel about her. I just think that I want to make sure everybody is happy, that everybody enjoys life, that this can help her smile more and enjoy who she is and enjoy her life. Then, sometimes this is the best thing to do. So we'll see what happens.
Was it more so to set her free? Because, she filed for divorce. This, of course, is your life. She filed for divorce from you in May, but then dismissed the filing in July. So now you're filing. What was your motive or your intention behind making this move?
It was just how I felt at the time. I didn't really talk to nobody about it. So I just went to God, and you know, it's still so early. I really don't know what's gonna happen, how it happens. I just want to make sure that my babies and our princess is in a great place mentally, and that they can enjoy life, and especially my wife. You know, if there's somebody better out there that she wants to be with, then you know I have to respect that as well. But I don't know.
Do you think all hope is lost when it comes to this relationship, or are you keeping it open and whatever is meant to be will be?
I think if you like if you a guy and you know you played your part in whatever happened, I think you have to be a man and say I'm sorry and admit to hurting somebody that you love and genuinely be sorry about it. The outcome of that, you know, I mean, just because you're sorry doesn't mean that it's okay. You know, just because you're sorry doesn't mean that everything's gonna be back to how it was. And so even if, you know, we don't make it, we still have to be with each other a lot because we will have a baby. So we're together for life. Happiness is important. I think I'll sacrifice all my happiness for my kids. And so with that said, we'll just have to wait and see, you know, but I want to make sure that they're in a good space and that she's in a great space, you know, throughout this journey as parents as well. It's important for us to be great parents first, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Then let the relationship flow after.
Very good point. Well, you have Melody and Epic, your two beautiful babies with Princess. Have you thought about, you know, how you will explain everything that has happened in the public eye to them in the future?
Nah. No.
Yeah. How do you deal with handling all of this so publicly? You know, what do you go home and think about?
I haven't been home. I've been living here. I just been working, you know. It's like I haven't looked at like the internet or nothing. Like when something's going on like this, I don't really look at what's happening. I just kind of channel out. So we just blocked everything out and just trying to stay focused on the work.
Just make sure you take some time to reflect and digest it all, and don't just use work to suppress it, you know?
I try, you know. It's like like you can't say too much because, you know, actions speak louder than words, you know. So I could say a bunch of stuff, but it's all about how you know, treat people, how you act, how you respect people, and how they respect you as well. You know, respect is real important in a relationship, and so I want to keep that in the forefront, and you know, just give it to God, you know.
Okay, y'all, so before y'all exit off this video, please take away this lesson from this video that, you know, we may be young, we go through our ups and downs, you know, in relationships, whether we have children with that person or not. But when you're messing up and that person loves you enough to forgive you despite the pain, take that second chance for what it is and do better. Do not take for granted the second chance that somebody gives you, because sometimes you don't always get a second chance. So I feel bad because of the family dynamic and the children involved. However, Ray J did this to himself for years, and she kept forgiving him for years. So you have to lie in the bed that you made.